The goal for Flashback X4 was actually pretty simple. It was just building the ultimate delay pedal. At the heart of every pedal there's the sounds. If it doesn't sound good, everything else you do really doesn't matter at all. And we spent so much time making sure that Flashback X4 sounds amazing. And as a guitar player, it really was a dream come true, because we had all this amazing legacy gear, 2290s, old tape echoes, everything you could think of. And you know, we pretty much just locked ourselves in this room for weeks on end, just dialing in sounds, and you know, just a ton of fun.
We started doing a lot of prototypes. This is the first one actually. This prototype is made in hard foam. It's material that's quite similar to hardwood. So we milled it out and shaped it by hand, just to get a feel of how big it should be. Also get the feel of the weight and the knobs.
When designing Flashback X4, we really set the goal that we wanted to make this delay pedal where you could just place it on your board and you wouldn't need any other delay pedal at all. So presets was really a necessity, and it also came from the fact that there's so many great sounds in there that just being limited to one almost felt like a constraint. You know, you really want, as a guitar player, those classic tape echoes. You want the analog delays, you want those pristine 2290-like digital delays. And with the presets, it's just all there instantly with the press of a button.
When we are developing, we are trying to get to this setup as fast as possible, because we want to get a look and feel of how the knobs should function in the final product, and also about how the response should be on the LEDs, and how the design should be on how we interact with the switches. So when we are developing, get up and running with this board and making small iterations and evaluate the design and make adjustments fast and easy.
I truly believe that fans of the original Flashback pedal will see Flashback X4 as the delay they've just always been waiting for, perhaps without even knowing it. And in particular, the tone print concept, which just exploded beyond our wildest dreams, is something that we just heard over and over again from Flashback users, that they just wish they had more room to load tone prints, because there's so many great sounds out there and they just want to use all of them. And with 4 tone print slots, that problem is just solved.
It's quite a puzzle to get all these things together. That's why we use 3D a lot. So every time we have a new print layout, we import it into 3D program and check that everything is just the way it should be. All the clearances between parts and components has to follow different standards, so they're not shorted and cause damage to the product.
Whenever we create new products here at TC, we always make a wish list of things that we just know we need to add to the product. And for Flashback X4, tap tempo was right at the top of that list. For the original Flashback pedal, I think that audio tapping was a beautiful solution as it's a 1 foot switch pedal. But having more foot switches available, tap tempo was really just a no-brainer.
In my knob box here, this is the knob from the EQ station, and if you look closely you can see this curve that it has in the sides is really nice, and it gets a good feel to the knob when you turn it. So I try to use that same curve on the sides of the Flashback X4 knob, and of course redesigning it, making it old school and with the indicator line so it matches the tone print series.
If there's one thing we learned as product designers here at TC, it's that simplicity is king. And it's actually easier just to keep on adding more and more features without really challenging yourself whether they're necessary or not. But if I think of the pedals that I really like, and I really like pedals, they're all just really simple, and getting a great sound out of them is just something you can do in an instant almost. So the real challenge here is actually to distill it down to the things that you just need, and I think that we really nailed that with Flashback X4.